Hello my friends, John LaRuffa here with another Unbiased unboxing. In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at Rocketmen by Martin Wallace. So I bought the Kickstarter version, and let's go ahead and take a look at what I got. And as usual, everyone, please like and subscribe to this video and my YouTube channel, as it makes me very happy when you do. Okay, so in my Kickstarter, I ended up with couple of these coins. We'll just do some of the nonchalant things real quick first. So I got these coins here. It's this one with the number 1 on it in the back, which most likely is supposed to be the moon, I'm guessing. This is supposed to be the surface of Mars, number 1 on Mars. And then the first one in orbit, maybe, of the Earth. Okay. So, all right, you know, I don't think these are, and they're fine, right? And you're going to get excited about once bust open the game. I do appreciate on the back that I can see everything in the box. That's nice. I like to see that it's up and set up and it's like, okay, this is what the game's going to look like. Cool. Happy about that. Okay. And the box art looks kind of cool, as you'd expect. It's the, you know, the depths of space out there, so that's all right. Inside, nothing special there. We start with our rule book here. And I actually read the rules already, and they're fine, they're straightforward, but I was quite distracted while reading them, so I have to read them again, or at least read over different parts. But it looks like, you know, your deck builder style of game, where you're all focusing on trying to launch the right type of mission at the right time with the right amount of risk, and obviously, you know, balancing all that out to beat your opponents, or in my case, the solo, more or less, because that's what we're going to be getting. So the solitaire rules, I do like the fact that they have a nice little flow chart as far as what do you do, how do you do it. So that's cool. We'll see how easy it is to play. Don't know yet. Obviously, I don't know because I'm just opening it up. All right, so that's a bummer. See that? Little piece of something on the board. Yeah. Oh well, little schmutz. I have to deal with it. Let's go ahead and see what the board itself has to offer here. I did not get any of the bigger board stuff. I think there was options for that. Big boards are just fine. I don't need to get a mat. This definitely looks cool. It's got a space look to it. Looks futuristic, but it seems to be functional. So that's kind of cool, neat. We'll see how that all plays out as the game actually unfolds. There is just a single side. Then we've got some space aid kits here. Okay, stupid light. In this case, it's telling me kind of, you know, what I'm doing, how the cards work. Are they double-sided? They are. How to launch a mission. That's good, because really the launch the mission thing was where I was just really distracted and needed to know what that is. How to do it, because that's the crux of the game. So we've got a punch board here. The board is I would say it's just a step under the standard thickness that I'd expect in a game, but it'd be fine for this. All right. And then we've got our player boards here for the different colors. So we've got blue and yellow and grayish white and red. And that will help with the whole deck building aspect. And then we have the cards. So the main event in any deck builder is the cards themselves. Let's see how the quality is. I did already see that there's, at least in the English version of the games. Come on, where are you? There it is. There is one card that was a gold card that's still in Polish. But for me, it does not matter because that one is used in multiplayer only. And so, again, chances are I won't be seeing this hit the table with multiplayer for a while, so it is what it is. But I guess you can download a copy of things to deal with that. Okay. So we've got no special finish on these, and the cards themselves are, I'd say, a little thin. So if you are going to be playing this kind of deck builder, my recommendation would be to sleeve. Now, they do not look like standard The penny sleeves here, they're definitely taller and thinner, or less wide, I should say. So I'm going to have to hope that I have the right type in my stock here. So you see different, these are like the mission risk cards, whether they're, how they're going to launch. All right, and then we saw some of these emergency cards, threat cards, so to speak. Okay, and then we've got some personal goals. The personal goals will be what you're trying to fulfill secretly. All right, and let me see if I can find the one that's supposed to have the Polish on it, or maybe that one, Sky's the limit. Obviously, well, I don't know. Didn't see those in mine, so maybe. Oh, there it is, right there. It's staring at me in the face. Journey before destination, but it says whatever that is in Polish, and I don't know. Luckily, it's not used in the one player. Okay, and then here are our solo cards. So these cards, they point to different things, I think, like this, and it kind of like crafts what the mission is. And I have to learn a little bit more about how this solo deck is going to work. Just a small deck there. And then I think these are the variants you can play in the multiplayer. So they change up different goals to change some scoring conditions, and that's good. I think that's a good idea to keep the multiplayer fresh, have some variable scoring. All right, I do have a bag of bags here, and we'll quickly see what the rest of those cards look like briefly before we take a look at the deluxe miniatures set, which I ended up springing for. Don't ask me why. I don't always do that. All right. Anyway, so now we've got other missions here, like this one's the asteroid mining, making a base. And the different missions, depending on how far you go, are worth more points. Although this has nothing to do with the points over here. This tells you how far you've got to go. So like this means you have to go out 10 rockets moves, so to speak. I don't know what you want to say, propulsion or whatever, versus 5 to the moon versus just 3 to the orbit. And so the farther it goes, the harder it is, but the more the reward. Okay, so we've got all those kinds of cards, and you got them in the different colors. So these mission, like this is the blue player's, I believe, starting hand right here, and then you got the red player's starting hand, and then the white. And I believe they're identical. I don't think there's any asymmetry there. And then we start into the actual cards you can buy, like any good deck builder. Last deck. Okay, more cards that you can buy here now. And so you see there's assets that are, I guess, so this is the amount that it costs. Down here are the conditions you need to, or this I think provides like the electronics, so you can use that to pay for a card that needs electronics. And I got to look at that and make sure I didn't backwards it. No, I don't think so. So this is what it requires. This is what it costs, or this is what it costs to buy. This is what it provides. That's right. That's right. So if I want to buy this card, I have to come up with $30 and a, like a little circuit card, something like that, to be able to contribute to buying it. So the cards, some cards are worth money, some cards are worth those other signs and symbols, and then they have the effects there. So it's kind of cool. We'll see how it plays, as far as how that actually goes. And then there are those two different decks here. There's the pink deck and the blue deck, and I'm not exactly sure how the distribution of that works or whatever. And then you can only buy one rocket per turn, they said, or one engine per turn. So you got different boosters here and then different drives. And then again, some more disasters or threat cards or whatever you want to say. Big challenges, so to speak, to overcome. Okay, so that was what was in the main box. Then I also got this little bad boy. All right. So we got that. We got the launch pad and this to sit on. I don't know if this is just for fun or what, because I don't think it has a, maybe it has something to do in the game. I don't know. And then here comes the deluxe miniature set. Okay, and in this, Now, wait. So the back does not show me anything about what they look like, which is kind of a bummer. But we've got the standees here, so it's going to have those clear stands that go on, plus the bases here, lots of them, and then your different colors. So for your different stuff. So let's see what we got here. Oh, good. My son has found the bouncy ball to play with while I'm doing the video. That's cool. Hear that? Yeah, it's not distracting. Okay, so what do we have? We've got these little space orbital what have yous with the gravity. We've got some of these, looks like bases. Looks like a space base there. And then we've got probably some asteroid mines. Yep. Looking good coming out of that asteroid there. And we've got satellites. Cool. Those look like bigger satellites. These look like puny ones. So that's probably the satellite. The other thing I showed you was probably like an orbital space station or something. And then of course our little space shuttle. So the miniatures are cool and they'll be fun to use. Oh, and then this guy here. So they'll be fun to use. Hopefully storing them won't be too much of a pain in the neck, but I gotta imagine I'm just gonna put them in a big bag in here because that's gonna be, these little cases don't leave much room. Of course, they come in both colors, or all four colors. All right, folks, that's what it looks like. So thanks again for watching, and I hope whatever you do, whatever you play in the future, you have a great time. Take it easy, everybody. See ya.